Hey, what's up, y'all? Today we've got Darkseid running the gauntlet. How far does he go? And I'm gonna go ahead and do you guys a favor and assume you guys aren't talking about true form Darkseid or his absolute strongest versions. You guys must mean like some of the slightly weaker versions. Because true form Darkseid is the absolute embodiment of all evil across the multiverse who cannot be killed as long as he's still within the DC multiverse, because again, he's an embodiment of evil, so he's a requirement for the multiverse to actually exist. None of the people on this list would be able to take out his true form, so I'm just going to use a slightly weaker version. Alright, so let's see. Starting off in round 1, you've got Sukuna fighting Darkseid, and why would you even do that to Sukuna? Sukuna doesn't pass city level at his absolute best. In the Hand era, he might have been maybe 2 city levels, but fighting somebody like Darkseid, the embodiment of all evil, that's gonna be light work. Next up, we've got my boy Luffy, and I'm sorry to do this here, Luffy, but sun god or not, Darkseid eats gods for breakfast. New gods fear the name Darkseid, so a little sun god won't be doing anything, unfortunately. Next up, we've got Naruto, and even in his strongest mode, which is the Baryon form, which he had to sacrifice Kurama to get, won't even be able to deal 1 single point of damage to any form of Darkseid. Not even the movie Darkseids would be able to be beaten. So that should tell you something. And this is a comic book version. So Naruto doesn't stand a chance at all. Next, we've got a slightly better fight with Ichigo, but slightly better or not, it's the exact same as the previous 3. I've seen some crazy scaling for Ichigo, which I don't necessarily agree with, but whether you use a crazy scaling or not, Darkseid is just too strong. I'm not sure about how fast the Darkseid is, but his strength is high enough that it won't even make any difference. In fact, there was even one version of Darkseid who literally used all magic, energy, physical, everything in the universe to hit Superman. Everything in the DC universe, all magic, all energy, all attacks, and he just can't survive something like that. And then finally, we've got my boy Goku, one of the first animes I ever watched, and unfortunately, he's packing up the entire Dragon Ball Z universe. Xeno, everybody's going down. Even the Grand Priest, if everyone fused together, they're all still going down the exact same way. A terrible beating, and then they just become slaves for Apokalipse. So, unfortunately, none of them even stand half of a chance. Darkseid clears this in his sleep. But do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below.